Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the top 10 RWA coins by market cap. We're going to start with Stellar, followed by Chainlink, HBAR, AVAX, ONDO, ALGO, vegetables, VET, Sky, Quant, and then we're ending with XDC at number 10. Let's get straight into it. Stellar Lumens against USD is looking fantastic. We are already out of a falling channel, so we were actually wondering over here, it's like, how much lower are we going to go past the skinny pink line? Yeah, not much lower, boys. We are rising. So we have two clear targets, which we have acquired way back in November 2024. And all right, we actually have a new target, which is higher at $4.50. However, one thing to note is that should it happen, right? Stellar consolidates around here. Very likely we're gonna go towards $9 if we do this, right? I mean, it doesn't matter, even if you were to break here, then yeah, we'll take things one step at a time. But currently we have three big targets for Stellar towards the upside. So 450 is the highest target that we have. Right now we're only at 46 cents. So this is a potential tenner. It's a tenner for Stellar Lumens. Again, like all things, you can always drop to zero tomorrow, next second, next week, next day, next month, it goes to zero for sure. But if all things go well, we're expecting 450 to be eventually hit. Should we? Again, I would prefer it if we consolidated something like this, right? We consolidated a little bit longer before breaking, then potentially it could be $10. But we will not be greedy. If we don't get that and we just keep rising, this is where we are going to be getting off of the train. Most of it will be off of the train at 450. So to be honest, Stellar Lumens is looking fantastic. Chainlink against USD. So Link is a little bit lackluster compared to Stellar. However, there is potential for Chainlink. So I mean, if let's say for example Stellar does consolidate and go sideways, we would prefer Chainlink to drop lower, to be honest, because this whole thing could be the completion of a very nice ABCDE, and potentially this could springboard Chainlink towards $100. So should we drop lower? I'm going to assume that anything under $10 would be a fantastic buy. Could be 9, could be 8. We might even drop all the way to like 7 or 6. But anything under 10, in my opinion, for Chainlink would be fantastic. But yeah, for now, I just don't see the trade yet. So yeah, maybe choose Stellar. HBAR against USD. Here we are for HBAR. HBAR is in a rally. Again, from a trading standpoint, I don't really see it. I honestly don't see it. Could we just break higher from here? Yeah, sure. We stop at 0.5 though. Again, there are two sell clusters over here. So I feel that this is what I will consider as risk. So potentially we could still drop back down towards 0.618. At what point will we shift bullish for HBAR? Take out these highs and then take out these highs. Then we'll flip bullish for HBAR. Until then, yeah, we're going to stay safe. AVAX against USD. Here we are for AVAX. Okay, so AVAX is just like Chainlink. If you look very carefully, AVAX is also in a potential squeeze over here, right? A, B, C, D, E, pump. So it's still not mature yet, right? If you pluck the apple from the tree before it matures, it's going to be sour. So if you want it to be sweet, you have to wait for it to mature. But Stellar is already mature. AVAX is not yet matured. So anyway, for AVAX, I still think that yeah, we will have to break above the skinny pink line. Maybe over here, if we get an inverse head and shoulders, sure, we will consider a AVAX from a bullish perspective. But until then, we still anticipate the possibility of AVAX potentially even dropping under $10. Will be a fantastic buy, just like Chainlink, right? So it looks pretty similar, AVAX and Chainlink. ONDO. Okay, so ONDO, we still have a target towards the downside. So ONDO, we have 18 cents target. We still think that ONDO is going to complete a very big bearish reversal over here. At what point will we flip bullish for ONDO? Yeah, go all the way up here and then consolidate. And yeah, we would consider more upside for ONDO. But as it stands, we don't see it for ONDO yet. We still anticipate 18 cents to be hit. ALGO against USD. Here we are for ALGO. ALGO is, yes, there's a strong rally coming on. Is this a sustainable rally? Right, previously, way back in November, there was a strong rally as well, but we came all the way back down here under the skinny pink line, which is not not good. We would prefer it to stay above the skinny pink line. But from a chart pattern perspective, there's just nothing for us to work with. So we're going to have to move on from ALGO. VChain against USD. Here we are for VChain. VChain is also still down. No chart patterns. If you look at VChain against BDC, it's very, very, very weak. Very, very weak. We keep getting lower highs and lower lows, right? Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower. We are in a downward trend. Lower highs, lower, low. When are we gonna start reversing? I don't know, bros. See, high, low, high, low, high, low. The trend is bullish. You see, higher high, higher high. Yeah. So now is lower highs and lower lows. So we gotta be patient and wait for more clarity. Sky is basically Maker, so I'm just going to look at Maker. So Maker is also fantastic. Looking like Stellar Lumens as well. But Stellar Lumens is far ahead from the maturity perspective, right? I would say that Maker is... we could still drop back under the skinny pink line, to be honest. I don't really like this move that is, up and down, and there are so many risk sell clusters over here. We drop all the way back down here as well. Yeah, sure, of course we could. But the hope is that we get an inverse head and shoulders over here. If we just move sideways for several months, this will cement the possibility of a inverse head and shoulders completion. And this could be the ABCDE that completes for Maker as it breaks higher. Right, absolutely possible. But also we are open to the possibility of Maker dropping back lower, right? Potentially even under 1,000. We're at 1,008 right now. We don't really see the quality of the move yet. So we're just going to have to be patient. But we like the big perspective. The big structure of Maker is fantastic. It's only, now we're trying to guess how much lower are we going to go? Yeah, but anyway, for Maker, should the breakout occur, we're expecting 10K, just like Ethereum. Quant against USD. Here we are for Quant. Quant is still in a squeeze. Yes, it's not textbook perfect, but still it's a lower highs, higher lows, higher lows, higher low. We are in a squeeze, boys and girls. We are in a squeeze. So more likely than not, we'll be anticipating a big breakout for Quant eventually. Should it do very, very well and, things go perfectly as we expect, we're expecting close to 1,000 for Quant. Right now, only at 113. So, So if we get a squeeze over here, a high quality one, maybe an ABCD on the smaller time frames, right? Maybe it's an ABCD, then great. We will consider taking a trade for Quant. But Quant is looking fantastic from a breakout standpoint, right? From a chart pattern breakout standpoint, it's looking fantastic. But we don't see the entry yet, right? For a trader, you want to see the entry. You must see the signal. Glow green, right? It's not glowing green for me yet. Maybe if we get something here, right? Then yeah, we could consider making a trade for Quant. XDC. So XDC is also in the same boat as like HBAR, right? The chart pattern really isn't that good. We're still anticipating a wave C, right? Before the reversal. So again, don't let anyone tell you that, oh, you're gonna miss out on the last bull run or the last alt run. So yeah, there are still opportunities, in my opinion, based on what I see. There's still opportunities all across the board. So some coins will probably take some time before the big break comes, like Chainlink, which we have just seen, and also AVAX. Again, I think the opportunity is plenty, and I don't think you ever run out of opportunities if you know what to look for. So for XDC, we still don't see it yet. We're gonna remain patient and cautious and wait for the chart pattern, the whales to do their thing first, right? We could still go back under the skinny pink line, and should we drop back under the skinny pink line, I would be expecting close to 3 cents, I would say. Yeah, this noisy area. So we'll see how it goes first, though. I mean, we could also just go up here and consolidate and just continue breaking for sure. But as it stands, we're not going to do anything. All right, boys and girls, hope you guys have a great day ahead of you. See you in the next one. Ta-ta!